to Tai Chi. Everybody ready? Let's warm up. Hands at your waist, turn your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, continue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful. Shift your weight to the left foot. Kick your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Kick your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman, opening up your span, parallel feet. Choose the right side, cross and sit on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift your weight, cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Short 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm going to modify our exercise warm-ups, and I want to show you my form for this class, for this lesson. Not by doing it, by showing you the movements, and I want you to figure out what it is that I'm doing right or what am I doing wrong. But to prepare you for this little lesson or exercise, I want you to all remember that this pointing finger is you and how your posture should be for Tai Chi. Straight up, never bent, never tilted, and never always with the head erect, the head being here. We've learned that, yes, we can advance forward, we can come back, and we can go to the side. But we also discovered that we can spin on our axle. Okay? And this spinning helps us with balance. It puts us into the best position for Tai Chi and probably for everything that we do out of Tai Chi. Okay? So I've not done this before, but this is what I want to show you. I want to show you some movements that perhaps you can identify with and quickly say, she's not doing this or she's not doing that, okay? So I'm going to I'm just thinking it through right now as to how I'm going to present it. But I will do Tai Chi Yangten form in the worst way that I know how, okay? And I don't mean worse in a derogatory, but trying to show you that I have no knowledge of Tai Chi, okay? But I still can do it, okay, in a not so good way, okay? So I don't even know how to do it, but I'm just gonna make it up as I go. Okay, so commencing form. Oh. And you, at the same time, say, it doesn't even look right, but what is it that is wrong, okay? All the things that are wrong, like put an X on it. Okay, obviously no good. Okay, give me 5 people to tell me what they felt was really bad. Balance was off. Balance was off continuously. Why? I wasn't grounded. I wasn't centered. What else? Nothing else? My body did not turn. It turned late. It looked bad because my torso did not match my bottom and vice versa, where everything is supposed to be moving as a unit. Okay? What about the tempo? What about the rhythm? Was it all continuous, nonstop, flowing? Very jerky, okay? So obviously no Tai Chi posture. That position of my spine was not correct. So in doing this extraordinary 10 form, hopefully it made you aware of all the things you do know, which is a lot. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to continue with our golden cockerel and then do our sets. But what is fresh in your mind now and what you know about Tai Chi should be pushed to the forefront, so when you do and perform whatever we have in 45 minutes is going to the best that you know how, okay? You know, just on a side, and I kind of watched you while you were doing your warm-up. What we hope to do is take care of your core and make you aware that the core is not just from your waist to your head, but all the way in this butt area, where it actually is very powerful in that it turns, it is able to rotate back and yet forward. Make better use of this. It's not something to be shy about, okay, and that only hula dancers use, because it's really, really important. So if at any time you feel that you are trying to be discreet and not, show that, that's part of you, and that's an integral part of you. And that's one of the things that I'm going to try to promote in my May classes, okay? And right now at our level of doing Tai Chi, both Ken and me, we feel that, wow, this guy here, we didn't realize what more it can give us. And this is our core, okay? And when we talk about our waist being flexible or putting emphasis on our hips, in Asian understanding, this is one unit. Whether we say waist or hips, it's the two that have to be moved together, okay? So just, you understand me and you follow me, but the next step is trying to see in people how they're using it and then apply that and feel that sensation.
Just a brief message in anatomy. Knee joints do best this way. Hip joints are ball and socket joints, so they should be able to do this, all the way around. You should be making the maximum. Of course, as we get older, the hip joint as well as the knee joints have their limitations. So, if you have your limitations and you understand that, that's fine. But if you say, I have no strong issues regarding that, move, make like you're a hula dancer and make this hip joint do this.
Okay. All right, golden cockerel, okay? Okay, straight up, keeping balance in the forefront, push down, push up, golden cockerel. Last one. Kicking out. Tuck the elbows. Swallow. Last one. Holding your ball. Root down. Store that energy on a T, out and to the side. Move the energy. Part the wild horse's mane. Sit back and lower yourself. Twist step. Root down. T stance. Bring that ball in, out on an L. Move the energy out to the tips of your fingers. Bow stance. Sit back, sit down. Pivot. Root down. Ball and T. L, move the energy out to the shoulders, through the chest and waist. Sit back, sit down. Pivot, root down. Last parting of the wild horse's mane. Sit back, sit down. Pivot, parallel and higher through a spiraling. Set it up correctly. Multitask to brush your knee. Sit back, sit down, pivot, root down, set it up, multitask, turn the hips and waist, brush knee. Sit back, sit down, pivot, set it up, shoulder and higher on a T, head, hand, heel, turn the hips and waist. Magic. Sit down, sit back, pivot, set it up, multitask to brush your knee. Sit back, sit down, hold your ball on a T stance, out and to the side, forearm your opponent. Set that space. Turn the hips and waist as the hands go for the ride. As you pull down the bird's tail, turn at the hips and waist to look back, contact, turn again. Center of the body, push the energy, roll back, sit down, spiral up, then forward. Sit back, sit down, twist step, T stance, T and ball, L stance, ward off, set that space. Turn your hips and waist to grasp the bird's tail. Contact, turn again, push the energy out, let it flow through the fingertips and roll back and sit down. Spiral up, out to the fingertips. Twist step, T stance, L stance, bow stance. Grasp the bird's tail. Next time we're going to actually repulse the monkey. So how do we do that? Go back into a holding of your ball on a T stance, okay? All right. Now you can reposition yourself because you've learned that Yang Ten form, the more you do it, the further you'll go backwards. So we always have to make that adjustment to come to our original position. So I guess in a way, you understand and you see what needs to be done, but maybe the thinking should be, yes, Tai Chi is a discipline and it is strict and it has rules, but within those rules, you can surely do a lot more, okay? So maybe change your thinking. I am already strict with myself, so you can give your body a little bit more attention and do the rotations and the swiveling. That's part of Tai Chi, okay? Definitely not just due to for hula. Huh? Explore your body, okay? Explore, okay? Straight up, good Tai Chi posture, good thoughts going on, staying in tune. 50-50, Shift weight to the right, on your toe, off the ground, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Hands rotate. Deep breath in as we elevate both hands. Shoulder level, reverse the process, drop your shoulders, flex your knees, tuck your elbows. Left hand in the center, right hand rises up higher, opens to the ceiling. Bring the back hand to your head as you glance. Turn, meet in the center, pull back, push forward. Center, glance at the higher back hand, bring it to the ear, turn your head, meet in the center, repulsing of the monkey. Center, glance, higher, open, head, turn, meet, push and pull. Center, higher, glance, head, turn, meet, slide. Center, higher, glance, head, turn, meet, slide. Center, glance, head, turn, meet, slide. That's all for me, but do me one more set. Go ahead. One more set. Okay, put your hands down and watch me, okay? So this is the ending of commencing form. Watch again carefully, not just the hands, my whole body and what it's doing. Okay, whatever you saw and you feel that that's better how I'm doing it, do it right now, okay? Coming down on a commencing form, down, setting it up correctly, multitasking. There's your magic. Setting it up correctly, multitasking to repulse the monkey. Get it good because I'm going to watch. Center higher, set it up, multi, and magic. Set it up, multitask for your magic. Continue on, center, one more set. Okay, good. So I want to say that I wish I had a picture or a video of you, how you did your repulsing of the monkey when you first started and how you're doing it now. And you would kind of laugh and say, yeah, I've come a long ways. But I want you also to realize that you have, but you can still do a little bit more, okay? And so one of the ways is to grow and see how you can better yourself by doing the 24, because the 24 would not allow you in a safe way to do the motion you're doing and be safe, okay? So this may seem a little vague to you, but remember that repulsing of the monkey, and I remember showing it to some of you as a class, that it's a backwards motion in the 24. So unless I am set up correctly, I can never move backwards. And in the 24, it's done 4 times before we move on, okay? So this is not to, this example or this demonstration was to make you aware of why we have to be precise. So going back to that goofy 10 form that I did initially, we cannot be goofy. For one thing, although our hand is at different places at different times, our body cannot go and look at it at different ways and different times. I am missing the whole point. I'm not swiveling on my axis, and I'm not straight up. So that's an easy one. So when I'm this way, I cannot contort myself. I have to keep myself straight up. But what is it that's making me move? It's my mind that's saying, move in this way, in this fashion. But also, remember we talked about our hips and waist. They're not stiff, they're being used. And yes, definitely you say, well, why is she not using too much of her hands? Because the movement begins with the mind and our favorite, hips and waist, our core. Something's going on in here that's helping out here. And the magic occurs when we set it up and we let that energy flow. Rather than, I don't know how to program myself, but it's not this, it's not this, it's not this, it's not this. You know, it's something that you feel within yourself. Okay, so we don't have to put pressure on ourselves because that's really not Tai Chi. But just to let you know that through the practice of Tai Chi, no matter what movement you do, you will suddenly feel something. And that feeling is the thing we're striving for, the energy that we feel within our body, that no one else can feel it, but it's a sensation that is sort of magical, okay? But don't go searching for it. Just do it diligently, it'll come, okay? All right. Any questions so far on what we covered? Okay. We're going to do the 10 form and do it the best way we know how, okay? Yeah. Okay. So I got out of my box and showed you where the repulsing of the monkey, that movement comes from. And it comes from, all our movements come from the 24 form, which is being offered in me. And good question, because it gives me the opportunity to say, yeah, if I'm playing my lute and I'm going to get into repulsing of the monkey, this hand is the hand that's stabilizing me. If I don't have it in the center, I have it out here, I'm going to wobble. I need this precision of in the front here. I need this higher, because why? This is going to then allow me to then turn. But if I'm down here, it's not giving me that lift that I need. So we talk so much about the upper body, because that's a showy part, but it's really the energy stored here to allow me to go backwards. As if I didn't have this insubstantial or weightless foot, I would never be able to make that backwards walk. And I'm leading with my toe. I'm glancing because I need to now consolidate my energy, put everything to the center as I come down. And I'm setting it up correctly again, like this. So when you get this movement, you get it in the next form. It really liberates you. It is definitely a hard form. It's a gold standard in which all of Yang Tai Chi forms come from. It's the 24. So it's got to be filled with all kinds of good stuff. But let's be realistic. It's not going to take you 24 hours. Neither is going to take you 48 hours. It's going to probably take you more like, I don't want to scare you, but 24 years, okay? Something like that. Because, yeah, initially for 5 weeks you can get a feel for it, but hey, we're not going to fool anybody. You can't learn 5 new movements in one day. But you can surely get a taste of what's in your body and what you can do to get it going, okay? Understand it more. Okay. Yang Ten form. Commencing form. Open. Rotate. Deep breath. Reverse, relax. Repulsing of the monkey. Other side. Brush knee. Part the wild horse's mane. Loud hands. Golden cockle, push down, pull up. Kick out right. Grasp the bird's tail. Apparently closing. Cross hands or embrace the tiger. Losing form. Warmed up in one. Let's do a little better job on 2. Here's some support. Commencing form, shift weight to the right. On your toe, open. Toe, arch, heel, rotate. Deep breath as you elevate. Reverse, make yourself small. Center, glance at the back. Open, here, turn, meet, repulsing of the monkey. Center, open, glance, ear, turn, meet, slide. T stance, parallel higher. L stance, brush knee. Sit back, sit down. pivot, set it up on a T, multitask to brush your knee. Sit back, sit down, pivot, ball and T, out and to the side, go up the horse's mane. Sit back, sit down, pivot, root down on a T, out and to the side, part the wild horse's mane. Flip the forward hand, join it with the back. Sit down, sit back, 12 o'clock. Pivot out, 9 o'clock, cloud hands. 3 o'clock, two things happen. 9 o'clock, one thing happens. Use your hips and waist. 3 o'clock, two things happen. 9 o'clock, two things happen. 3 o'clock, only one. Center at 12, push down, pull up, down, start the spiral higher, golden copper, down, semicircle, gather the energy, tuck the elbow, follow the kick, down, center, kick out, left, holding your ball on a T stance, out and to the side, ward off. Turn the hips and waist, reposition to grasp the bird's tail. Hips and waist nice and loose, but very powerful. Roll back, sit down. Come up, lunge together forward. Sit down, sit back, swivel that hip. Shift your weight. Expand the energy. Use the hips and waist. That's the most powerful thing you have besides your mind. Sit back, roll down, and roll down. Twist, open twist, in twist. Cross hands, shift weight over, rotate, bring the tiger closer, push them away. Separate the hands, drop the shoulder, flex the knees as you now close your form. Okay, round 3. Commencing form. Open. Rotate. Deep breath. Reverse. Pulsing of the monkey. Other side. Key stance, parallel higher, set it up, multi and magic. Set it up, multi, magic of turning the hips and waist. Sit back, sit down. Twist step, T-stance. Part the wild horse's mane. Cloud hands. 12 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 9 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Turns us into a golden cockerel. Take out. Swivel on that axle. Root down. Swivel on that axle. Set that space. That's the bird's tail. Loose hips, loose waist. Don't be afraid of using it. It will do wonders. Sit back, sit down. Twist, T, L, bow. Roll back, spiral up, forward, twist, open, in, tuck the right hand in, move over, roll up, in, push. Drop shoulders, tuck elbows, flex knees as we now close our forearm. Okay, couple more. Okay? So as we do Tai Chi, we should be building a reservoir of energy. Commencing form. Pulsing of the monkey. Rush knee. Part the wild horse's mane. Cloud hands. Golden cockle. Kick out. Grasp the bird's tail. Apparently close. Cross hands. Closing form. Okay, one more. This time, all to yourself, okay? Same tempo, same confidence, more confidence. Commencing form. All right. So good job. We have maybe 5 minutes. I want you to follow me doing the 24. And you know it's going to be kind of, yeah? But who cares? Just to give you a flavor of it, you're going to be times where you're not going to see me, but you'll eventually see me when we turn, okay? I'm not going to give you many directions. I might just give you the name of the movement, okay? But don't let this experience keep you from going into the level 2. Oh, and another thing, May classes, there's no level. It applies to everybody. So it's to just give you the experience, okay? It's not to make you feel bad, okay, to put it simply. All right? So same way, Yang 24, commencing form. Part the wild horse's mane 3 times. Two. 3. Half step. White crane spreads its wings. Bisect your body. Look back. Brush knee 1. Brush knee 2. And brush knee 3. We are going to play our pipa or lute. Now we're going to repulse the monkey. A backwards Tai Chi movement. 2, 3, and final 4. Cross the bird's tail. Other side. We are going to get into a movement called single whip. To let us do cloud hands. Out of cloud hands, we have to do yet another single whip. Then we have to high pat on the horse. Kick out right. Double punch. I'll disappear to do kick out left. And we're going to be a serpent, slithering through the grass and coming up as a golden cockerel. What we do on one side, we have to do on the other side. And come up as a golden cockerel. Then the maiden or the woman, the fair woman, has to move her shuttlecock on her weaving loom Then we have to go down to find that needle at the bottom of the sea. And yet we have to flash our arms like a fan. We're going to now deflect and parry and then punch. And we know how to apparently close, embrace the tiger, and close our form. So what's nice is that, yeah, it was funny, it was good, it was fun, and you kind of came back home, right? Kind of came back home. For the 24 movements, that's amazing that you ended up where you approximately started. But it's not wrong or incorrect at that you did not come to the exact same spot. It's fine, okay? But we'll learn more about all yang forms and mainly learn more about your bodies the next time we see you. Okay, I'll miss you, but I hope to see you soon.